I remember once of the body language guy that I made a video in which I was genuinely worried about Meghan running out of friends, because of the rate that she was churning out and dropping friends here and there. Right? They were marked or abandoned or something. And at some point I said, well, is Meghan going to end up alone? But no, it turns out that she always manages to, produce friends out of nowhere, friends that we didn't know existed. But it's great, I guess, because that's how we can analyze these things happen. And I noticed in the Daily Mail this headline: awkward moment, Meghan Markle interrupts bookstore speaking event to correct how her friend holds the microphone. And I, of course, you know me very well, the Royal Rogue has to jump in to a video. I need to analyze that. I need to know what happened. But first, what was the circumstances of this? Meghan took part in an open table conversation at the Godmother's bookstore in Summerland in support of her close friend Courtney Adamo. Courtney, who co-founded the popular UK parenting blog Baby Chino Kid, had invited Meghan to participate in the event. The discussion revolved around Courtney's new family-focused interior design book, The Family Home, inspiring ideas for a home filled with joy. So that's it. But what was the thing that happened? Let's watch the clip to see what really happened when they were at this.
It's really an honor to be here.
Oh, sorry. This makes me nervous.
And I just want to have a fun conversation with that. And I just want to have a fun conversation with
building our
homes.
home. Love what we do and
So
building our
welcome.
homes.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you guys get to meet Courtney as well.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
been
so
friends
glad you
since
guys get to
college,
meet
just so
Courtney
you
as
know.
well.
We've been friends since college, just so you know.
It's really an honor to be here and to be chatting. It's really an honor to be here.
Oh,
and
sorry.
to be chatting
This
about
makes me nervous. Sorry.
I can hold it for you also. I can hold it for you also.
This is the first time I've been.
Okay, I'm going to say it here. I'm pretty sure that many of you will be surprised with what I'm about to say. But Meghan did the right thing. I mean, this is something that, this is basically, manners, right? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because that's exactly what happened. I see as an awkward moment. I don't really think it was an awkward moment. There's a caveat for this, but first let me say this. I don't think it was actually an awkward moment because, you see somebody that maybe it's happening to you. You see somebody who is in this, panel or something, and you have to use the microphones. Maybe the panel is small, but you are also recording that for social media. Of course, you want that to be recorded for Instagram or your Facebook or whatever, or YouTube, and you want to make sure that the sound is the sound is the best, so you can reuse this for later for your social media. It's the same way that I wear this microphone right in front of me, is to get the best of my voice. And if you see somebody who is speaking but they don't have the microphone like up to their faces, which again can, as Curtin says, yes, if you're not used to, can get you nervous, then that's going to be really bad, because then you will have some words and anecdotes and stories and it will not be properly recorded for later, which should be the intention. And this is actually in Courtney's best interest. And yes, that's I think this is something that you do, like the bare minimum that you should do. I'm going to play this without sound. I don't see that that Meghan did. Let's see any mask slip from this new friend. Oh, sorry, a longtime friend. Just so you know, but Meghan. One thing is that Meghan had to make it clear that they were friends. They have been friends since college. Just so you know, I am not like here just bombing this. No. And then when Courtney begins to speak, let me see. Okay, but I just see that is only the only thing that I'm gonna say is this is the I don't know. The gesture again is legit. It's something that you should do. So Meghan did the right thing. Now the this thing, the stroke in the back, the smile. All right, I guess we'll never know. Meghan has faked this so many times. This thing, I don't know if it's legit or not. So that I don't know what to tell you. But again, there were so many so many headlines. Rose and Thorn. Meghan Markle reveals intimate details of life at home with Harry and their children, because there's the caveat. How do you say that word? I always say that word. Caveat. There's the caveat to this. There are two caveats, and there's also pictures. And I like the way, according to Taz, big shout out to according to Taz, pointed out something interesting here. So Meghan's friend Courtney was apparently promoting her book at the Godmother's bookstore that she co-wrote with her husband. Did anyone tell Meghan? Well, I guess Courtney told her. But also, Meghan, the feminist, who has told the world countless times of her heroic tale of how she fought against an evil sexist advert about a woman being in the kitchen washing up, tells the crowd that when she welcomes people to her home and wants them to be comfortable, she opens the door wearing an apron and has nice smelling things on the stove. Does she fetch her husband's slippers at the same time? Pick a lane. Again, this is pretty much the same. This is like you do the things according to what suits you and at the moment, what fits your narrative at the moment. This is typical Meghan. Now she's the lovely housewife. You know how it is. And now, well, this is what I'm about to read. This is peak, I don't know, new age psychobabble. During the talk, Meghan discussed family life with her husband, Prince Harry, and their two children, Lilibet and Archie, at the Montecito mansion in California. She revealed that she is a fan of the Rose and Thorn parenting ritual, which is helpful when kids often only give yes or and no answers. She explained, "Our daughter, she's 4 and she's a very strong personality and she's incredible," Meghan said. "And now she's in this moment where I say, 'What is your rose and your thorn?' And she goes, 'My day was just a blast.'" Okay, I really don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if maybe I was born in the 70s, the way that parenting was done back in the 70s and 80s was a little bit more, I don't know, maybe more direct than this. I really have no idea. Maybe this is a legit thing. Maybe you can, I don't know, get me out of my ignorance in the comments if you know if this works. How does this work? I didn't understand the rose and thorn ritual, right? If this is something from the Bachelor or something. Another ritual she and Harry share with Archie and Lilibet is the healing blanket, which was a gift from the bookstore's co-founder, Victoria Jackson. Meghan revealed that whenever one of them isn't feeling well, they reach for the healing blanket to comfort them. I have some words for that, by the way. Harry and Meghan have close ties to Godmothers, which is backed by billionaire Oprah Winfrey, who also lives in Montecito near the Sausages 29 million mansion. Now it's 29 million? Has it risen in value? Risen in value? Well, that's great. Well, the healing blanket, that's something that actually, I could say that I don't have a healing blanket. I think I've mentioned you in live streams that I have, when I face certain conflicts, it depends on the conflict. When it's a professional conflict or it's a family conflict, I have specific songs that I never listen to those songs that I like, songs from artists that I cherish a lot. I admire them a lot. And whenever I have this like moments of struggle, if it's really, urgent, I go and play the song. But I make sure only and only to play the song whenever there's like Like I need this reset. I need to remember the good times. I need to remember that this too shall pass. And it works. It instantly works. Of course, it only works as long as you don't listen to the song in any other time than when you're feeling down and like this is so over. That actually works. So the healing blanket thing, I can understand. You have like this trinket, could I say? It's like I don't know if you can say trinket or something that you use so you feel like better. Or that the healing blanket reminds you that things are gonna be better. Maybe that could work. Maybe we can take that, but the rose and thorn, I know I have no idea what they're talking about. What is your rose and your thorn? All right. I guess. But again, well, this time Meghan did something appropriate. Did something. She raised. She made sure to have her friend had the microphone on to her face. Okay, this is how many times have I spoken well of Meghan? I don't know. Maybe this is the first time this year. I'm pretty sure. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.